I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right? From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault.
People clearly have mixed reviews or mixed feelings on this situation, but I was having a debate about this with a friend of mine who is a female, and let me just read you the text message exchange between us.
So baby, when you ready, hit my line. Tell me what you wanna do. I know you still feeling new.
Hey you guys, before we get into today's video, I just want to take time, as I always do, to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. If you're not already currently subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button right now. Also, I do have another channel called Brandy B Review TV. Navigate to the first comment pinned to the top to check that out. Also, like the video, you guys. Comment on the video. I want to hear your thoughts, so comment and like. And now let's get into this juicy topic. In today's celebrity couple toxic news, we are talking about the great debate between Ayesha Howard and Anthony Edwards. Here's the latest. According to In Touch Weekly, Ayesha Howard is pleading for child support as she continues to duke it out in court with NBA star Anthony Edwards, claiming she is unemployed and relying on family support to raise their daughter. According to court documents, Ayesha, who is 37 years old, asked a Georgia judge to order Anthony, who is 23 years old, to pay her temporary monthly support until a final determination on the amount Anthony will pay is set by the court. Ayesha and Anthony share a daughter named Aubri Summers Howard, born in October 2024. The duo submitted to a DNA test in December 2024, which showed the Minnesota Timberwolves star was the biological dad. In her motion, Ayesha argued Anthony has the legal obligation to provide support for their minor child. She said she requires support from Anthony to meet their child's needs. Ayesha told the court Anthony is a professional basketball player with an annual gross income in excess of $40 million. She said her income pales in comparison. She says this, or her lawyer says this: by contrast, Ayesha is currently unemployed and relies on savings, family support, and any support that Anthony provides to maintain the needs and care for the minor child. Ayesha stated she had to hire a lawyer to fight Anthony in court and is without financial means to actually do so. She said she lacks the financial resources for representation in this matter and to engage in meaningful discovery and settlement negotiations. She would be unjustly penalized for the inequity of her financial situation. Her lawyer argued, as she also asked for attorney's fees to be awarded. As In Touch first reported, after Aubri was born, Ayesha, who has an older son with rapper Lil Baby, filed a suit against Anthony for child support in California, while Anthony filed his own case in Georgia. California court ruled that the child support will be established in Georgia. Now, there was a rumor circulating that Anthony Edwards had decided to pay Ayesha child support up front, and while many praised Anthony, saying it was a smart move on his part, Ayesha took to her Instagram to let people know that this was indeed not true, and she also wanted to clap back at haters who are calling her a gold digger.
Just generally speaking, the second a woman decides to make the decision about her body and her child, y'all turn into weirdos. Do you want a man to tell you what to do with your body or not? That say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you?
Ooh, child. Here's how people are reacting to this news. Someone says this, he told her he didn't want the baby. What the F, y'all? I don't understand about that. It's all about that check. They said this, let's keep in mind Anthony Edwards is in a relationship and is clearly raw dogging everything. He has a son outside of his relationship too. No one is holding Anthony Edwards accountable for his choices like y'all are holding the women. Someone else said, she said, y'all were digging for poverty while she was digging for gold. Others said this, her having 2 successful baby daddies that don't want anything to do with her is not a flex. Someone else says, y'all literally be having y'all minds made up. She basically said she can't dictate what kind of caliber of men she attract due to her looks and name she attached to. Because if he was broke, it would have been her body, her choice. But since he has status, she gotta kill her kid, listen to everything. But she snapped though, LMAO. People clearly have mixed reviews or mixed feelings on this situation. But I was having a debate about this with a friend of mine who is a female. And let me just read you the text message exchange between us. She ends up texting me first and she asked me, she goes, did you hear about this? And the headline reads this, NBA star Anthony Edwards made a historic move by paying $1 million in child support all at once, covering 18 years worth of payments. That's $5,000 a month, but he decided to settle it all up front. The message is clear, don't ask me for a thing for the next 18 years. So I ended up letting her know that this story actually was a rumor, as Ayesha did come forward and say that this actually was not true. So then she goes, that would have been a smart business move on his part, and the only thing left to do is to be a father. So I then said, yeah, except he doesn't want anything to do with the child. It would be smart, but then he would go no contact. She trapped that man hoping he would change his mind once the child got here, but nope. And then she comes back and says, he trapped himself. He has the sperm, not her. I hope he is a part of his child's life. Mistake or not, that baby is here now by part his own doing. She didn't R-A-P-E him. Men that do that are disgusting and they're selfish. I hope she learns a lesson as well. Both of them are foolish. And so I said, I don't agree. She is 38 years old and he is in his early 20s. She knew exactly what she was doing. I cannot place blame on him like that. Yes, he should have been careful, but she trapped that man. Stop it. Both of them learned a lesson. Hopefully he keeps his, you know what, in his pants and be more selective, and she needs to do the same. And then she comes back and she says, did she R-A-P-E him? Did she steal his sperm afterwards? How did he get his sperm? How did she get his sperm? Just wondering. And I said, you never know, she might have. You'd be very surprised what these girls do to get pregnant. Having a baby by a millionaire can literally change your life. Here's the thing, you guys. On one end, the blame does need to get placed on Anthony. Anytime you have sexual intercourse, pregnancy is a possibility, whether you use condoms or not. It is a possibility. We all learned this in high school. On the flip side, Ayesha is in her, she's 38 years old, 37, 38. She's a woman who decided to have intercourse with a 23-year-old man. The reality is that if this young man was a regular 23-year-old, she would have not opened her legs to him, and that's a fact. And during her live, we heard her say because she's pretty, she attracts a certain caliber of man, and this is the reason she has 2 rich baby daddies. It's quite troublesome hearing this, and I've actually heard this a few times. You ain't a baddie unless you got more than 1 baby daddy. I'm sorry, that is the most ignorant thing to say. Ma'am, you got several baby daddies because you weren't selective with having sex, okay? There are a million pretty girls with nice bodies, but even if girls who society deems not pretty are getting their backs blown out and getting pregnant by millionaires. So I don't really understand her point when she said that. I think she was just trying to think of some points to say to make her look good, because this did not prove anything. People still think that she is a gold digger. If anything, she proved people right. Let's be clear, most men will have sex with anyone, regardless of nice body or not or whatever. A lot of men will literally have sex with anything walking. If the opportunity is there, they're gonna do it, especially millionaire men. You know, they'll bang you. Now, can you lock him down, get him to want to marry you and be faithful? Okay, that she has not been able to accomplish. So yeah, her argument is void. And then she's shaming women for having children by regular guys when she had a child by a little baby before he was famous, and allegedly he was a drug dealer. So she literally calls out females for having, you know, the right to pick their baby daddy. And so she's basically telling us she picked Anthony Edwards because he earns 40 million a year, and she can't even afford her current attorney. Please make it make sense. Bottom line is, Ayesha knew what she was doing. She decided to keep that baby thinking Anthony would warm up to the idea of them having this child together. And the baby is gorgeous, by the way, but he didn't. And now she is pleading, basically begging for child support, which, you know, that's the verbiage that the article used. She is pleading the court to rule that Anthony be responsible for this child and pay her child support. Anyways, what did you guys think of today's celebrity couple toxic video? Are you team Ayesha or team Anthony? Please share and like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hi guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm creating for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.